Your local game store means a lot of things to different people. It's a local hub for socializing with others about your hobbies, a place to network and expand your interests, and a marketplace to sell off pieces, as well as to add to your collection. It's basically a nerd pawn shop, where secondhand meets high demand, and it can be confusing and intimidating. But don't worry, now you have a friend in the gaming business. My name is Mason, and I'm one of the owners of Cardinal Gaming, a game store in Louisville, Kentucky. And this is Card Shop Candids.
What's up, guys? Mason here, Cardinal Gaming. Another episode of Card Shop Candids, where we talk about what's it like to run a business, a game store. I don't know why I spun the chair and thought it would be cute. It was not cute at all. Anyways, and the topic today is also something that's not going to be cute. Owning a game store right now is not great. I'm going to be real honest with you. There's a lot of reasons. Obviously, some are more obvious than others why that is the case. Economic conditions are not great. Summer months in general are typically not good either for releases and things. And the absolute, not just like a 1-2 punch, but a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 punch for just weird releases that are already off to a shaky start that has me not feeling great and has probably game stores around the country really hurting. Rudy did a recent video, Alpha Investments, if you don't know. If you are interested in game stores in general, a good channel to just keep tabs on. Not everybody enjoys Rudy or his takes or thinks he's totally 100% all the time, which he is. Nobody is. But I enjoy it. I enjoy the videos, and I enjoy his takes, at least, and take his experience as at least a source of knowledge, let's say. So, that fully said, I love Rudy, so that's just my personal. But again, I know a lot of people don't. So, he talked about a recent video about Commander Legends, Baldur's Gate. I can go get off the mountain a product that I still have, 2 weeks now after release, that it was, the last Commander Legends product was very highly coveted, did very well. We thought there'd be no way in hell that Wizards of the Coast would mess up another D&D set. How do you ruin a D&D set that should have general broad appeal for not just Magic players, but D&D players and the D&D players that play Magic and the Magic players that play D&D? All those people in between should have been a home run set. And it is absolutely just nowhere near any sort of value that is great. And the movement on these products, even though they do have great tie-in and they're super popular and, people enjoy, and again, people that like the product and think it's neat do enjoy it and do buy it, but the just absolute lack of interest by most Magic players, the core base of people that are buying product, just they do not care about the set. And of course, if the value's not there, no one's going to buy it to take a gamble on. They'd much rather go back and buy like Kamigawa set boosters or Kamigawa Neon Dynasty products and things like that. And so it's already a very expensive product, which is also a negative and not alluring. And the value isn't there, which is also a negative. So a lot of stores all across the country right now are absolutely sitting on a huge just mound of this product that is not selling, not moving. And the goal on release is to keep product. On release weekend, you really want to sell through probably like half of your overall stock. If you don't do that, it's not going to be a good situation where you very much overordered. And because Magic doesn't see the same issues that Pokemon does. Magic typically has stock on hand and will fill orders and have a back supply that they can send out, or distribution has extras that they are later fill on. So if you do have a really strong weekend of release, that you can get more, at least for a little while until they get a restock out. That is was not the case with Neon Dynasty. We had a very dark lull period. I just got set boosters in for Neon Dynasty for the first time since release. So, and then we're sitting on all this product. So we did not sell anywhere close to 50% of our total amount on release. So us, like many stores across the country, are sitting on this product. And Pokemon Go comes out in 2 weeks. As you're watching this video, probably like next week. That's another big heavy set that has a lot of products, a lot of bigger form factor products, a lot of products with low margins. Booster boxes are okay, but a lot of these big figure boxes and boxes like that, we pay probably close to 30-40% on. We pay close to probably, flip those numbers around. We get like 60 to 70% that we pay on these products, as opposed to like a booster box where we get pretty closer down to like 50, 60. So the margins aren't there for these smaller products, and plus it's smaller numbers. On larger purchases you can have less margins and still be okay because you're making more money. That's how math works, Mason. Yeah. Anyways, so the point is, it's another big set that has a lot of bulky product that has to be, if you can't move it locally, you're gonna have to ship it and get rid of it somehow. So again, that's a next big punch. So we had a very expensive Magic product. We have a very not expensive product for Pokemon Go, but it is, if we want to sell it quickly and move it online, it's an absolute nightmare to ship. These big giant boxes and with play mats, and it's just very heavy, big size boxes. It's a lot and very cumbersome to ship. And then we have double masters 2022, double masters, the McDouble masters. That is absolutely insane product. It's going to do very well, but it's also very expensive. It's going to be expensive for us to get it in, and the margins on them, again, when stores are already tightening their belts and leaning things down and trying to recover from Baldur's Gate. And then if Pokemon Go doesn't sell well, Pokemon Go, you just have the cash flow becomes an issue. I would say cash flow is already an issue, but we just keep getting more and more product crammed on top of us, more so than ever before. And again, bad economic times and bad time of year, just summer. A lot of people are outside doing things as opposed to being inside. So just a lot of pressure being put on stores to take all of this product. And I already got slapped on the hand by one of my distributors that said, hey, you pre-order this product, you have to take it. I was already told this by one distributor because I was saying, look, especially if they hit the windows when things are supposed to release, that's all fine and good. But here we are, sometimes a year after a product was supposed to be released, and they're like, okay, here it is. You ordered 8 of these a year and a half ago. You have to take it. That it is what it is, and yeah, that's how it should be. But a little frame of reference, or at least some sort of leeway given on something that was not delivered on time, which is nobody's fault, but it's a lot. So I tried to reject some things, and I was told, hey, stop doing that, or else you can't pre-order anything anymore. And if I'm doing that, I know that other stores out there are also feeling the crunch of just cash flow. It's just trying to save where you can, and knowing that the economics times when we were pre-ordering these things and how it is now are not the same. And when you have to pre-order things again, sometimes a year in advance, it's hard. It's hard to predict and order correctly. So we're going to see stores starting to get in situations that are not good for them. We are going to see a lot of stores probably, as things just in general slow down, as people just have less disposable income, and as people just start getting out of, the fun things that they were having when they had money, to having to maybe sell things off, or take things in, or trade stuff in, or sell things to stores like mine when they, gas is what it is, and just in general, it's going to be a very weird situation here when stores are not making adjustments that they need to. And again, I just opened a second store at probably the worst time possible, and it's a struggle because, again, this store isn't 100% up to speed. Still have advertising issues, and people trying to get people to come into the door and know that we exist. It's a problem. It's something that takes a while to build a customer base up. Just no matter how good branding you have, it just takes a while. So I can imagine if I was a smaller store that maybe just didn't have the traffic, and then as things start ramping down to off the frenzy phase that we've been in, how rough it's going to be. So to reinforce Rudy's video that a lot of stores are going to take pre-orders and go bankrupt and fail. Pre-orders have been up to this point like free loans, yeah. And I've said that before in other videos, that you can take money on something, and it makes it a lot easier when you have a chunk of money from the pre-orders and the product already spent, to go, here you go, distributors, here's all this money that for the product that I am getting, that I already have money for, here you go. Instead of having to use credit cards or just other cash, because a lot of game stores they don't have the cash on hand. It's just is not a thing. Most small businesses just don't have huge bankrolls. That's just how it is. And a lot of stores, like us, for example, any profits that we had, we were reinvesting back in the business. That's how we were able to open a second store and get all the things that we have the past year, is because things were so great. And then now it's not so great, and then it's rough. It's looking rough. And then you look at saying, when you have tens of thousands of dollars every 2 weeks or more down the road, and you're looking at it like, I hope we have good sales this weekend, so we can afford the things for next weekend, and then that stuff sells really well, so we can afford the 2 weekends after that. It gets to be a situation where it can be too much, and a lot of smaller stores that, again, ordered back in booming times, that all these case of product, it can be scary to have to try to turn around and offload that stuff. It's going to be a situation where some of the stuff we're going to lose money on, and it's going to be rough. And some stores are going to make it, some stores are not. So to reiterate what he's saying in the videos, be careful where you pre-order from. Be careful if you are wanting to pre-order something and pay in advance. It's still a good, viable way to have it day one and have it locked in, guaranteed. Because again, some of this product is just some of the stuff that comes out and is harder to find. Especially something like with Old Masters is going to be a crazy product, and probably people really wanting it, and its allocations on it are already getting locked in and getting where it's not as much as we thought it was. So all those situations, pre-ordering is not a bad thing. Just choose and support stores that have been around for a while and are going to last, to spend that money at. And that's the safest way for you, because stores will declare bankruptcy and have to bail, and you don't get your money back. That's just the way it is. So very often that's the way it is. So that's the situation that we're in. Just again, feeling the crunch of having to flip and have cash flow. It's very important to business. It's the number one thing of business, especially a business like this, where you have to have and make large purchases all at once. It can be very rough and very scary if you do not do it correctly. And now is definitely a scary time. So giving you guys an idea and things to think about. If you're thinking about opening up a game store, still, against all my situations that I've tried to point out to you and all the information I've given you otherwise, if you still want to do it, just some things to think about and some things to put down the road. So that's where we're at. Game stores, huh? It's risky. It's a risky business. It really is, and it does have a very big fail rate, and it is very easy to spend outside of your means during good times, and not have any money for when things go bad. It can happen. All right, that's all I got. Just a little thing that I wanted to make a video about. Just throw out there, and hopefully it was interesting. Just some thoughts for you guys to think about. So I'm gonna go home. Talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.
Hey guys, Mason here again one more time. Really do appreciate you guys watching the video. Make sure, if you like the series, give it a like. It's free, it costs you nothing. And if you are really liking the videos, please go back and watch the rest of the stuff from the series. Really helps out the channel. You should be seeing that pop up on the screen now. Also, if you have any ideas or topics that you want me to cover, go down in the comment section and let me know. But I really do appreciate you guys. Bye-bye!